What's going on, y'all? Minzy here, bringing you another build from my arsenal. Today it is my Werebear Sorceress. She's sitting at level 93. She has about 28, almost 30k damage. I'm just gonna run through this cow run real quick, and I'll show you guys kind of how she plays, and then we'll get into the gear and all the good stuff. As you can see, she does teleport, which is probably one of my favorite things about the build, frankly, is that you're a melee build and still gets to teleport around. So, with that advantage, you get literally a lot of extra content in the game quickly. And I would say that I do very minimal pre-buffs as well. I don't do a lot of the gear swapping and charm swapping that you might see in most of these other enchant builds.
Good day.
Let's see here. Oh, just do this, and this. Now I'm going to show you guys the buffing again really quick. This is how easy it is. Fazzle, and we're off. So I love this guy. If you guys are looking to play a shape-shifting, kind of maybe more meme build next league, this is the one for sure. I absolutely love this character. I was originally an enchant bow sorceress for most of the league on this guy, and then I tried the double dream, which is actually getting nerfed the next season in season 2. I heard they were going to bring the level of the dream down, so you won't be able to get nearly the numbers that you can this season with that build, which might actually make this one more viable. This is more of a hybrid build anyway, so enchant and dream combination is going to be really good. I'll show you in a second. Just kind of do want to note how engaging these packs here. If you've ever played a shape-shifting druid at all, you'll already know about this, but you can't run right into the middle of all the packs without getting really stuck in some endless block animation. It's pretty silly in Diablo how that works, but if you do have, if you have a shield on like we do and you block in shapeshift form, there's animation, and it just gets ridiculous how long it is, especially if you just keep getting hit. That was actually a good example too. He was physical immune and lightning immune, so that was basically just our enchant damage. Alright. I'll still run a map for you guys at the end just so you can see more gameplay, but let's talk about some of this gear now. Starting us off, we're using a 4-socket Azarath. This is best in slot here for sure. You want to do the triple shales and then one 15 IAS jewel. I think I got 15 IAS and then 44 attack rating. If you can't pull one of these off, I was using this for a long time before. It's not nearly as good. The base attack speed isn't as high, so you do want to try to get the Azarath when you can, but this will do. The Dream, of course, this is one of the cores to the build. It took me a while to roll this one. I think I rolled probably like 6 Dreams this league or something like that. This is the best one. This has a very strange mechanic with the Lightning Mastery, and that just boosts our damage through the roof, That's probably, majority of our damage is lightning damage. Next up is the Metal Grid. I've fell in love with this Amly this league. I use this for any character that needs attack rating. The all-res is nice as well. And then the Phoenix. This is where the build kind of changes from most of the other builds you might see in the league, but I use a Phoenix here. Dream works as well. This was my preference. I like the enhanced damage. The sustainability from the Redemption Aura is great as well. The minus to enemy fire res is huge for us. This is just a great all-around shield. The Gore Riders, um, not much to say about these really. You want those boss killing stats. This is really about all that you get in this build as well. Um, and you will notice that I haven't even gotten my full corruptions on this guy. I just want to show you guys that the build is totally viable. You know, it is a little pricey as is, but just you don't have to go corruption hunting to make it work. This is just a Raven Frost. If you could, I would actually put faster cast rate on this one, as well as probably this other ring as well. This could be just any skiller with faster cast rate would be great. And then the Thunder Gods, best in slot here for sure. The +1 to lightning skills. The flat lightning damage also works with the lightning mastery, so there's really no way that you could probably use another belt for this build. This is best in slot. Hellmouths. I use these on my Fireclaw Druid as well, but you want the -fire res roll, and the Molten Boulder actually helps more than you think. Just pushing those mobs back occasionally. And then a Chains of Honor. All the stats on here for any reason that you usually use a chain. And on our swap here, we do have a Beast. This is definitely necessary for the build here. You don't have to get the +10 Fanaticism on it. I had this left over from a Summoning Druid earlier this league. All you're using this for is a stat stick, though. This is how you actually turn into the bear. So you want to get this, and then I use a Lidless over here. This is pretty nice as well. You want to get the plus skills at 2, of course, so you have a higher level Werebear, but then the faster cast rate also helps because this is your teleport setup. So that is also pretty nice. I'm going to scroll over the charms just really quick. These are lifers and resers, a little faster hit recovery res, life and mana. These here are about half and half. This is you get to choose the most where you get to do what kind of damage you like to do. So the more lightning charms you do, the more lightning damage you do, the more fire charms you do, the more fire damage you do. I chose to balance them half and half. If you weren't as lazy as I was, you could just put in full fire charms, do your enchant, pre-buffing, you know, get all as many plus skill stuff as you can, and then put all lightning charms in. But seeing as I am super lazy, I do not do that, and it still works out just fine. So stat-wise, we're looking at enough strength to equip our shield. In retrospect, you could probably put this Phoenix in a lower requirement shield, and that would be better here. The dex, you want enough to use your sword, and then the rest into vitality, of course. As you can see, our resistances are pretty good. Skill-wise, these are pretty standard for any enchant sorceress, but you are going to want to get one into Shiver Armor. This is where your remaining points are going to go once you've completed the rest of this. You do want to max your Lightning Mastery. Just get... I do end up getting this energy shield here, but yep, just 1 point into the rest of these. And then the majority of your points are going to be Warmth, Enchant Fire, and then Fire Mastery. And like I mentioned before, rest of your points into Cold Enchant. Mercenary. This guy was using Infinity before, but I changed it to Insight. I actually found out that my mana shield was breaking quite often, and I decided to go with the little tankier version and go with the mana regen so that my energy shield wasn't breaking as much. If you do want to do more damage, go with the Infinity here for sure. And the rest of this is pretty standard: Life Leech, attack speed, Merc gear. I did get this. I made the stone. It's really actually pretty tanky. It makes this guy really pretty beefy. So I had to use the Ike belt to equip that, and then the Alder's boots are just. He's also making it pretty tanky as well. There's nice life and res roll on there, so he's got pretty good sustainability. And then we'll just go over these stats really quick. These are pretty cut and dry here. Really, you want to hit your 105 attack speed. This is probably the most important one, and that's just strictly based on your weapon alone. You do want to hit the max reses. I went a little bit over just to, being a melee and always having to be face to face with all the mobs. You want to try to do that. And then the faster hit recovery. Really, you should note that bear form does have some different faster hit recovery breakpoints, but you just want to hit the 86 either way. Let's do that. That being said, if you have any questions, just leave them down in the comments below. I love to hear from you guys. Just let me know what you guys think about the build, what you guys think that you could do to the build to make it better. And yeah, that's it. I'm going to play that map footage.